So, esteemed viewers, I've been kind of focusing a lot on these talking videos recently. And I I was originally going to do the to tone it down a bit. I still want to keep doing these, and I probably will. But I wanted to be. I felt like I was neglecting the I felt like I was neglecting the other areas of my channel and my content. Like the games I'm working on and the games I'm working on playing. I don't have any big game projects I'm personally making yet. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So I was gonna tone it back a bit. Then Microsoft announced that it was buying Bethesda and Zenimax. Yeah, so I don't have much to say on this topic. I feel like there's not a whole bunch of interconnected issues or a whole bunch of things I wanted to get through, like with the RPG video or the animation part 1 video, which I'm still gonna do a part 2 eventually. God damn it, it's overloading again. Oh well, let's hope this doesn't do that bad. Yeah. So so the what was I gonna say? Damn it, OBS. So the problem, obviously I'm a pretty left-wing person, so more corporate consolidation is not exactly. I don't like it. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good for, creativity or the consumer or, even the economy in the long run. Like, a bunch of people having all the money is not good for business. I did turn down the video settings. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, there's actually one thing that I did want to talk about. Obviously I don't like corporate consolidation. But I want to talk about how this is being represented, because I saw a headline of a Polygon article earlier, and it said something along the lines of, really, why is it doing this? My computer's acting weird. So anyway, what if I close the task manager? Anyway, sorry, getting off track. Hopefully that'll help. So anyway, they own a whole bunch more stuff now, and the way it's been reported has basically been, oh, we can get New Vegas 2. Like that's what I'm hearing so much of. New Vegas 2, New Vegas 2, New Vegas 2. And I can kind of get it. New Vegas is great, and there hasn't really been a game like it since. Outer Worlds. Actually, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But the sorry. So yeah, it kind of feels like, and I wasn't really following this closely, but when Disney acquired Fox, I actually felt like I was torn. I was like, on the one hand, like, I really like X-Men, and I would love to see X-Men in the MCU. On the other hand, it's bad. It's bad that Disney is owning all this stuff, and I would rather just not see. Ultimately, I would prefer real world things to be better than for fictional things to be better, you know? So I'm sorry, if I had a choice between if I had a choice between New Vegas 2 and no and more corporate mergers, or no New Vegas 2 and less corporate mergers, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna pick no New Vegas 2 every day. Especially because, actually, shoot, I was pulling this up when I started, but I must have forgotten started recording. So one thing I want to talk about, Microsoft owns, in addition to, they bought, this is according to the Game Studios thing, which I'm looking at right now. I'm not putting it in the video because I don't want to run afoul of any copyright, so this is Wikipedia. Anyway, I'll put a link to it below. So, acquired Bethesda, Zenimax, which is Bethesda Game Studios, Arcane Studios, id Software, Machine Games, Tango Games, and Zenimax for $7.5 billion. Yeah, I actually didn't see this. So, the Wikipedia says that the deal is expected to complete by the second half of 2021 after regulatory approval. Okay, so hopefully this. I actually didn't know this. Hopefully this would. Hopefully this will. This will make things. Hopefully this will not be approved. I'm sorry. I don't want this. I don't think this will be good. Yeah, so they also own 343 Industries, Halo. That was something they made. That was a studio they made, so it's not that worrying. Compulsion Games, Double Fine, In Exile, Mojang, Ninja Theory, Obsidian, Playground, Rare, The Coalition, The Initiative, Turn 10, Undead Labs, World's Edge, and Xbox Game Studios. Okay, Xbox Game Studios Publishing is also its own thing. So, and they also bought and closed / consolidated Aces Game Studio, Big Park, Carbonated Games, Digital Anvil, Ensemble Studios, Fastest Studio, Function Studios, Good Science Studio, Hired Gun, Leap Experience Pioneers, Lionhead Studios, Microsoft Studios Victoria, Press Play, Soho Productions, State of the Art, Team Dakota, and Xbox Live Production. So I'm sure some of those, I don't know about all these studios, but I'm sure that some of those are not. I'm sure that some of those are not. I'm sure that some of those are just they opened a new subsidiary studio, which is fine. But even if you get rid of all of those, that's a lot. They own a lot, and it's worrying. It's worrisome. And here's what I want to talk about, really. I think most people, would argue that monopolies of things like oil or steel are bad, especially since we have historical precedent, with Rockefeller and Carnegie and all that. I'm worried, though, that, media is in a unique position. Lindsay Ellis talks a bit about a similar concept in her Hobbit videos, where she talked about how, we're kind of like, when a corporation does something evil, we are like, and we close our account, or we just kind of shrug it off because it feels normal in today's world, and because it kind of is. I mean, there's all huge corporations are doing something unethical right now. That's just a fact, and the problem is that the difference is that she said with media is that, if something unethical goes on when you're making media, it's different because media media makes us feel, you know. I mean, that's why there's been such a big, you know, hubbub over, you know, Chris Avellone, which is someone we're going to be talking about. Someone who we're going to be talking about a lot over the coming weeks and whatnot. More on that in a minute. I feel like there's this notion that the I feel like, and so that's, you know, that was one thing, but I think it also kind of applies to corporate consolidation, where you have people celebrate you again. You have Polygon writing an article, and I'm sure other people, but Polygon writing an article that's focusing entirely on the possibility of getting New Vegas 2. That's it. That's all they're talking about. And that is really troubling to me because, again, it's stupid frame rate. This is bothering me. This is really bothering me, guys. I'm sorry. So I feel like, you know, actually, I'm gonna also link in the description Renegade Cut's video on copyright law and with regards to Spider-Man, because again, I think people are like being led to act against their best interest, you know, and it's understandable. Again, I want to see New Vegas 2, and I like the X-Men, and I like having them in. I would like having them in the MCU, but I feel like people are being primed. And I'm not saying there's no like conspiracy here. It's just that these moves are priming people to want a monopoly, because if you have a monopoly, then everything's under one umbrella, and everyone working for that one company can use that one IP. But also then you stifle innovation, then workers' rights get thrown under the bus, no one can leave if like there would be no chance for anyone to open their own game dev studio that, for say, doesn't exploit its workers as much. So I feel like that again. I feel like that is worth. I feel like New Vegas 2 is not worth any of that or anything even resembling that. And I also want to talk about, there's a lot of great stuff that there's a lot of great stuff that are like New Vegas. And I know it's like, but they're not bootleg New Vegas. Obsidian has made other great stuff. Other studios, Beamdog has been remastering old great stuff. In Exile, I mean, I know that they're both owned by Microsoft, but they're not all. Most of their games that people know of were not made under Microsoft's umbrella. So this is my way of announcing that I am going to start a series of games. I'm going to start a series of videos where I play, the general Jekyllstein play stuff, but these are going to be what I'm tentatively calling CRPG celebration videos, where I basically play CRPGs that I like, or I've heard are really good, and I talk about them. And I will critique them a bit, but I'm mostly going to celebrate them and some of these will, I'm sure there are going to be people who are like, oh, he's playing Pillars of Eternity, but Microsoft owns Obsidian. But my point isn't Microsoft, how do I put this? My point is that those games were not made under Obsidian's umbrella. I mean, under Microsoft's umbrella. And they are here, actually. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who loved New Vegas, because it was a really good, return to form for Fallout. I'm just checking I'm searching Steam Spy, to try and, figure out, here. I I'm trying to I'm sorry. I should have prepared better. What else is new? So it says here that New Vegas has sold 2 million to 5 million units on Steam. Last I checked, and I'll look this up later and put it in the description. I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. But last I checked, Pillars of Eternity had only sold like 1 million units. Which is a goddamn shame because Pillars of Eternity is really, really good. And that is what I'm actually going to start with. It's actually downloading right now, as we speak, which might be why I'm having encoding problems. I don't know. So I'm gonna, if you've watched if this is your first time joining my channel, welcome to my esteemed viewers list. And I have a tendency to not finish what I start. Which, it's not ideal. And I feel like, I once people start actually watching, I'll probably actually finish some of the things I started. But this time I'm going to turn that into a strength because effective pretty much immediately, I am going to be focusing for, maybe even into October. I'm definitely for the rest of this month, and maybe into October because I do have a lot of Halloween content lined up. I'm still going to record Halloween content, and there's some I'll probably do. There's one game that has no user reviews that just came out that I'm really excited to try. So I'll probably do that. But other than those, I am going to do CRPG celebration videos. So first up, I'm gonna do some Obsidian stuff because if I can say, New Vegas guys actually did things outside of New Vegas, and then and then I'm also gonna do like Pathfinder Kingmaker. Let's see. I'm not gonna do the whole lineup. Tyranny, I'm definitely gonna play Tyranny. I might, if I finish Pillars 1, I'll definitely go on to Pillars 2. Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Pillars of Eternity 1 because I actually know I like it, and I want to celebrate these things. I finished it on the PS4. I think that's another reason why people didn't really know how to make those types of Baldur's Gate style games. CRPGs with on consoles, and they did, but they weren't as popular as I think there's a lot of reasons New Vegas was successful in a way that most other games of its type are not. Established franchise, already successful game that is following the developer pedigree. It had first person graphics, and it was super popular, which it's just actually a bit funny because I really I think Fallout New Vegas kind of looks like ass. Just saying. Yeah, so and I think Pillars of Eternity looks a lot better. So please, again, share this video. Again, this is one of those, like, most of my videos, I'm like, share it if you like it. Please share this with other people. I really, if you at all liked what I said or thought it was interesting or wanted to spread the word, please share it. I'm going to promote this more heavily than usual. I usually just, post it to my Twitter, and that's it. I'm going to put this on Facebook. I'm going to send it to some of my friends. Yeah, so, I think that's everything. If there's some update, or if there's something really important that I figured to say, I'll do like a part 2 of this. And I think that should be all for now. So I'm actually gonna upload this, but I am going to I'm actually gonna if you want to see some of the stuff that gets made, I want it to be up here somewhere. So I'm going to put some of my CRPG content. Again, I'm gonna like stop this. I might have to do some work. Anyway, okay. I'm not gonna promise anything. I am a fickle person who doesn't have anyone like asking him where the next Spiritfarer video is. And if you want to see more Spiritfarer, ask me, because I want to finish it, but I need like a reason to. As dumb as that sounds. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. Again, please share this with people. Like give it a like if you liked it. Share it. Subscribe and ring a bell for all of my new my upcoming CRPG celebration episodes and other stuff. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, again, stuff to do, stuff, there should be a video around around here somewhere, and then a subscribe button right here, and then a link to the CRPG playlist, or maybe I'll change it once I actually, I don't know. You know what's going on. You see them. I just don't right now. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Share this, like, subscribe. Bye.